Hey guys. A friend of mine once posted online that addiction is about lack of connection. And I'm going to not say this person's name. They can self-identify if they want, but for privacy, I'm not going to say who it is. But I thought that was a really good approach to consider why people have addictions. Start to live in a world where we're doing things that don't necessarily align with our values. We're not being close with the people we have relationships with in our life, because whatever the drug of choice is the thing that controls us. That is the thing. Everything else is secondary to the thing. That's why addiction is so dangerous. And the further people get into an addiction, the more alone they will be. So it really is about finding a way to reconnect. For some people, that's going to be AA. AA was not something that was going to work for me, but it's not something I would ever bash because it has helped a lot of people. So it's a matter of finding your thing. I came across a group called Refuge Recovery, and it's a more like it's like a mindfulness approach. And it was, for me, it was just way better than like an AA meeting. We would go in and sort of all sit cross-legged on the floor, just kind of kicked back and kind of share thoughts in a circle. And there was some meditation that happened, and it was far better for me. It suits my mentality and my mindset better. So if you guys kind of want to check that out, I used to have a book about it, but the founder of Refuge Recovery, I think, did get into some trouble over some stuff. And so I hope the whole thing hasn't fallen apart because of it, because it was a good premise, a good base to stand on for a recovery program. What are other ways that we can connect with people in ways that are meaningful? How do we save the people who are deep in an addiction that don't have the capacity to connect with someone? What are you supposed to do in those instances? We all know someone who is struggling with addiction right now. Most of us anyway. And it sometimes is people you don't even really think about. I guess my point to that is just check up on your people. You never know what people are going through. And just be kind. Find a way to strengthen your connections with the world, with people. Connect to other humans. Connect to strangers. Connect to loved ones. That's one of the most important things in life. I mean, we're wired for being connected to each other. We're all interconnected anyway, is the way I see it. The sky, all of the universe, we're connected to, we're part of the universe. Part of what we struggle with is not being able to fully see that. But when you recognize that, you really start to try and take care of people in the world. You recognize that you do have some control over reality, and that the energy you put out in the world is what's going to ripple out, and it's also what's going to come back to you. And we're human beings. We're going to make mistakes, but for the most part, let's just go do better, be better every day. We can make this world a better place. We just have to control the narrative of what's around us as much as possible. If you see someone who is struggling, especially a marginalized group, make sure we're being extra kind to them. Some of them don't feel safe in this world. And I don't know why we would ever make anyone feel less than who we are just because they have struggles that are different than us, or they're a way that we don't necessarily understand. The unknown in people is a beautiful thing. Diversity, like we're lucky to have so much diversity in this country. And yet we don't take care of any of it. We don't celebrate the things that we should be celebrating. Anyway, there's a lot to think about there. So I guess thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll catch me in the next video too. Peace out.